What's up, you guys? So today we're gonna be watching River Monsters Biggest Catches Part 2. This should be a lot of fun. Part 1 was a lot of fun. I like seeing how big the fishes are, what type of fishes he caught. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the second compilation. I think there's two more of these biggest catches compilations, but there's a whole bunch of other ones we could watch. So if you guys like this, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And then we'll try to get a whole bunch of more stuff like this up on the channel if you guys enjoy it. So let's just hop right into it.
After perhaps the most punishing battle I have ever had, I land one of the biggest, strongest, and most alien freshwater fish I've ever seen.
What the hell is that?
Normally, gar are caught before the water begins to cool down, well before the sun sets.
Is he going for like an alligator gar? I've caught a gar
Most
before.
guides give up fishing by mid-afternoon.
Set it. There we go.
Is it me or you look mad young in this video?
Please be honest. You feel something?
Yeah. That's a fish.
Oh, yes!
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa, what is that? That's a big one.
Ooh, I'm hooked into my target, a river monster with a fearsome reputation.
Yeah,
the
that's a big
alligator
fish.
gar.
Yep, alligator gar.
Look at that rod tip.
Let's get him up.
After fishing for 12 hours straight,
That's
just as
sick.
dusk turns to night, I set my eyes on the giant fish.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, no, giants and understand. That's a big fish.
The most dangerous part of gar fishing is bringing the fish aboard the boat.
Coming over.
Oh man, look at that head. That's dope looking, yo. That thing looks so cool. Wow.
Oh,
Look
there
at
we
that
go.
thing.
That's what we wanted.
That's exactly what we
That
wanted.
is exactly what we wanted. That's a proper size fish.
That's dope.
As the gar comes aboard, it thrashes its snout from side to side like a scythe. I haven't forgotten that 3-footer that got me.
This fish is almost 7 feet
Can it
long.
cut you with his snout?
Single hook.
Single hook.
Single hook.
That's a
Done
big
it.
boy.
Done
Look at that. Look at the
Fantastic,
scales.
Mark.
That thing
That
looks
was
so
Ooh.
cool. Yo, he's so hyped.
We got the gaff handle? All right. So this will go in here.
Nah, I'd be hyped too catching something like that. Whoa, look at the teeth.
The teeth of this gar are another ½ inch longer than those that scarred me earlier.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's 123 pounds.
Wow.
Good.
It's more than half my weight
There we go, that was one.
for a
I
fish.
just saw this red tail come up, fraction of a second, but I recognise it now. That was an arapaima. And what I've got to do is try and quietly get into position so I can actually put a bait near that fish.
People forget that sound travels better through water because of the waves. So the ground vibrations can travel through the water if you walk too hard. And some fish can pick that up.
One thing that I learned from the tribes people, which is actually quite hard to do, but I've just got to be patient.
Yeah. That's why I'm not good at fishing. I can be there for a little bit, but too long, man. Sometimes that shit takes forever. His chain is fire. There he goes. Yeah, it look hot there.
Yes. Yeah. That's a fish. That's a good fish. Close up. You can see the fish.
Excuse me.
As the battle with this arapaima approaches the half
An
hour,
arapaima?
I'm
What is
reminded
that?
that the rebellious, proud spirit that inhabits this fish even refused to surrender to the gods.
This is alguém para pegar.
Is that some kind of carp? Or oh my god. He's just manhandling that big ass boy, man. Look at that. Oh. If they didn't have the line still on, it would have got away.
Alikash, meu boss aqui. Oh, look at that! It came out so easily.
Look at those scales.
There it
Wow,
is.
that is
Look
beautiful.
at that for a fish. Look at that.
Wow,
Massive female arapaima, about 150 pounds.
that is
I
amazing.
finally have the proof in my arms that huge
Wow,
arapaima
look at how
are still out
beautiful
here.
that is. That's crazy.
This is a true dinosaur of the deep.
What kind of fish is that? A carp or something? It has to be. The scales look like
After
carp
a
scales.
full half hour, finally it begins to tire.
Catfish. He loves going for catfish in the show.
Gosh.
I mean, I get it. Catfish are massive.
This monster is a catfish, but
Not
the
the-
wrong one.
Not the one you guys
Mekong
want.
giant catfish.
Yeah, look at that boy. That's pretty.
It's still fighting me. It's still fighting me, this fish. Mekong giant
That's pretty.
catfish. This fish is known to grow over 600 pounds. Only 650 pounds is the biggest one authenticated.
Holy
This
crap.
one actually rose and took a
That's
piece
crazy.
of maize dangling under a float. Took something about the size of my fingernail. Can you imagine? Turned into a fish like this. Incredible, strong fish.
Wow. 600-pound catfish. That's crazy. Imagine that.
After 11 grueling days of fishing, I've hooked what could be the biggest totally freshwater river monster I've ever had on my line.
It feels like it has come unstuck from the bottom a couple of times, but it's just most of the time it's just a dead weight. Every now and again, there's a slight movement, it rises, and then it sort of sticks down again.
Rays stick themselves to the bottom. Prying them off is like
Makes sense.
pulling the plug out of the river.
This just feels like a dead weight, That could be in a tree, it could be in
I
a
was about to say,
tree.
how do you not know you're
It's using
I'm
all
on a
its
rock.
bulk and the flow of the river to defeat me.
What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the boat upstream a little bit, and I'm just going to apply some pressure just from the other side, because if it is in a snag, possibly, if I can just get a different angle on it.
That's what I'm saying. How do you know it's not snag or
Jose
something?
has to maneuver very precisely in the strong current.
That's the tail hitting the line, tail hitting the line.
With a fish like this, I'm not in control. All I can
Yeah.
do is react.
Be careful.
3
That thing
hours.
easily take you down under.
This is my longest
3
battle
hours?
ever, beating even the South African bull shark that took 2 hours and 45 minutes.
That's
My back
crazy.
and arms are now burning.
I was about to say, I can't imagine being in that
That is
position
fish, I
and
think.
doing
That is
this
fish,
for
that is
3
fish, that
hours.
is fish, that is fish.
That's crazy.
It's back. My maneuver worked.
So a bit of tactics there. Nothing was happening. Nothing. And I think it might have just hooked the line around a branch. So we just changed the angle of the pull slightly. Look at that. There it goes. That's good.
I want to get it to the beach where I can handle it safely, but that means coaxing it 200 yards further downstream.
We've got it literally just 10, 15 feet from the bank.
As the creature tires, I have it exactly where I want it.
By the river. Oh, so that's the one from the
There it
beginning.
is.
It's the one from the beginning.
Finally, after perhaps the most punishing
Got you.
battle I have ever had, I land one of the biggest, strongest, and most alien freshwater fish.
Yeah, that
I've
thing
ever
is
seen.
massive. How big is it?
The thing I really want to do with this one, though,
Well, that's
get
way
it
bigger
closer
than
to
the
the tail. I
tail.
mean, obviously not too close.
And to think this is a fish that until recently I didn't even know existed. The
That thing sounds
Chuchogorillo
so
is unlike
nasty.
any other ray I've come across,
So weird.
Okay, nearly 53 inches.
which would make
Wow.
it easily 250 pounds. But what really makes this species stand out is that it is a killer, with a weapon as brutal as a medieval mace, like a club fortified with rusty nails, which it drives in with its massive bulk.
I might have to just kneel on top of the animal. Okay. That's what I wanted to look at. The dead animal I saw had its
hit
tail
your
chopped
face.
off. This one has its sting intact. Actually got 2 stings on there. And also by the look of it, this can come a long way
on either side. It's also very flexible. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to
think
get
it's
anywhere near this.
insane looking.
Time to put this back in the water. My arms are just aching so much. I've been fishing solid for 11 days. If this feels anything like I do, it's very tired. What I'm about to do now is actually very significant because this is a fish, and I always like to return fish alive, but this is a fish where, you know, the locals don't give it any quarter.
So the locals would
This
kill it.
stingray has evolved to survive in totally fresh water. In fact, it is now thought to be incapable of living in the sea.
Okay.
Just bent over it here, I'm just not
Makes
seeing the
sense.
shape of the fish at all. I've just got this huge broad back with this amazing pattern on it. As
That's
fish go,
crazy.
it has to be one of the strangest fish there is, and in a river as well. You know, the size of this thing. I've been fishing the world's rivers now for 4 decades, but landing a monster like this makes me wonder what else is out there
No, that's facts. I
still
couldn't
to
imagine.
discover.
I couldn't imagine finding something like that in a river. That's it. That was short. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I could never imagine catching something like that, let alone in a river. Like, imagine that. I literally live probably like 200 feet from the Hudson River. I live like right here by the river, and I can only imagine like if I was to go fishing and catch something like that, I'd be like flabbergasted. That would never happen here though. But I mean, like I said, I've caught like a decent sized striper. That happened right here in the Hudson River. You know, they come from the ocean, so they're okay to eat. Um, they're not local fish that grow in pollution. So, but yeah, that was pretty freaking cool seeing those fish. If you guys enjoyed that, remember to like and subscribe down below and comment anything you guys want to see. Sorry about that. Started there. And then we'll try getting those up on the channel as soon as possible. All right. Catch you guys later.